Well, hello everyone. My name is Rick Passek, the FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today we're going to be tying a little minnow pattern. This thing is this is one of Gary Hanke's patterns. He's out of Edmonton, Alberta. This is his green angel. He's also got one called the blue angel, which is very similar, just obviously in blue. This thing has been absolute killer in the lakes in here in Alberta. I've done really well with them in some lakes in BC. It is a minnow pattern, so that's what it represents. It also is a really good pattern for cutthroat trout, especially in the ocean estuaries. The size that I'm going to be tying today is probably better for the estuaries and for the cutties, but this pattern is tied in 10s and 12s normally for the lakes, but I'm going to tie it in 8 today. Just it makes it easier to see as well. So let's get her going. So this is a just going to straighten that out. This is a Hends BL554 wet fly hook, size 8. We're going to be using some Semperfli micro glint in the medium olive for the body. Also, I know Gary ties this one in with a white underbody. I don't have any of the white micro glint. I'm not 100% sure what he uses in his underbody. This is what I like using. But like I said, I'm going to be using the olive. For the thread, I'm going to be using some fluorescent red or orange from Semperfli. For the wing case, it's going to be two-tone Hens angel hair in Chartreuse and Hens angel hair in this darker green. Okay, so this is number 20 and this is number 84. Where is it? I think my finger's on it. Yeah, right there. No, 89. So, alrighty. So let's get her going. So first things, I'm just going to make the body. Micro glint. Just get the body done. This is fairly simple to do. Just sometimes I'll put a a chartreuse green thread underbody on first, and sometimes it'll show through depending on how you tie. The last one here that I tied, you can't see it on the camera, but when I hit this one with the UV, it really, you can see the chartreuse through it. So I'm just going to go back and forth a few times, just going to get a little bit of a taper going, just so it's a little fatter at the front here. A couple of reasons. It gives the body shape, first of all, of the minnow, but also helps with raising that wing up. So you're just giving it a bit of a body shape here, and once all the way back again and all the way forward again. It's about there. Give it a just a couple of turn whip finish. This stuff is great stuff, but it can break when you do this, so just got to be kind of careful and don't pull too hard. Nip that off. Got a frog in my throat. Just a little layer of whatever UV resin you like using. This is Gulf Thin Mint that I'm using right now. Oops. There's two brands of UV resin that I like using. One is the Gulf and one is the Semperfli no-tack UV resin. It depends on what I'm tying. The Semperfli one I find is very thick, so when I need that, that's when I need that thickness, that's what I use. So just give that a dry real quick, just so it's dry to the touch. Now I take my orange or my floral red, just tie that on. Like I said, this is an absolutely deadly pattern, especially when the here in Alberta, when the trout, a few of the lakes we go to here have tigers and browns and rainbows in it, and when the trout are fry bashing, there's absolutely nothing like using these flies. They just smoke them. So I'm just going to tie on a little bit of a wing here of the angel hair. Don't pull too tight. Okay, pull some of those loose ones off, and then I'm going to cut it right just a little bit longer, just a touch longer than the bend of the hook. And I like kind of cutting and pulling at the same time, so it's not a perfect straight cut, right? That's about as long as I'd want it. Okay, once that's done, I'm just going to give it a little bit more wax here because it's going on top of another layer, so a little bit of wax on that. And then I'm going to take a chunk about the same size of that darker color and lay it on top. Pull that back so it's out of the eye. Build a little bit of a orange head. Picked up some garbage off my desk, that's why I got these little white stragglers. So just like that, and then now I'm going to cut my tail again, same length, and I'm going to kind of again just give that a almost like a scissor, like a back and forth type cut. So it's not perfect. I mean, it is fairly straight in the back, but it's not perfect. I just tied a pike fly earlier with some big dubbing brushes, and that stuff's all over my thread, and it's all over the place. So you know how that is, because if you're a fly tyer, you know it gets everywhere. So I'm just trying to pick it off my thread right now so it doesn't get into this pattern, but whatever, it's not a huge deal. So just build a little bit of a head. Okay, then I will take my Sally Hansen's or whatever head cement you like using. Put a little bit of it right on the thread. Give her a whip finish. Now you can do it if you've got a nice applicator. You can do it right onto the head itself. I like doing it this way because I find it gets right inside there. And of course, there's a little piece of that stuff again. I'm gonna get that off. I'll get that off right now. Just hold everything back, hit it with a lighter. There we go. So there's the finished fly. Like I said, it's quite an easy little fly. Could have done a little bit of a better head with that job with that head, but not a biggie. So yeah, that's the finished fly. Super deadly pattern. Like I said, Gary ties it in several different sizes and different colors. So I'll just show you a couple of his, just so you guys can see. But that's the larger one. This is actually one of Gary's that he ties. So it's just a little, like I said, that's got the white underbody or the cream underbody, and it's got a slightly different color on the overwing as well. It's more of a bluey purple, and then he ties this one as well, a bluey green, sorry, and then he ties this one. This is his Blue Angel, another one of Gary's ties. So, but they're absolutely deadly. Really work well. So. Yeah, give that one a try, especially if you've got any type of minnows in the lakes that you fish. Make sure to have these patterns in your fly box because they're simple but absolutely deadly. Let's see if we've got another one. Yeah, here's another darker one as well of his. Right, so. But like I said, he uses that whitish silvery underbody, creamy underbody. I don't have any of that material here, so but I've done well with the green underbody as well. So righty, hope you guys liked that one. If you did, give her a thumbs up. I've subscribed. thank you. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. And pass on the word. We're getting darn close to the 2,000. Like, I think we're only like 50 away. Also, for those that want to know, my book, actually I'll just switch over to the other camera. My FlyFish Fanatic, my freshman fly fisher beginner's guide, is now on pre-order on Amazon for an ebook for a Kindle and stuff. So if you want it, just go look it up. It's on, like I said, it's for pre-order on Amazon right now. My second book, my insect guide, I'll be working on this one in the new year and getting this one up onto Kindle as well. Onto Amazon right now. It's still available through my website if you want to pick up a hard copy. So, alrighty. Tie lines, everybody.